Meet Ashurbanipal, king of the world, king of Assyria. So Ashurbanipal ruled the Neo-Assyrian Empire in the 7th century BCE, which at that time had been one of the largest empires the world had ever seen before its fall in 612 BCE. The capital of the Assyrian Empire during this period was the great city of Nineveh, which is known for one of its greatest achievements, the Library of Ashurbanipal. This vast collection of clay tablets preserved texts across many different genres, such as history, medicine, astronomy, and of course literature. The very famous Epic of Gilgamesh came from the Library of Ashurbanipal. The library is one of the earliest known attempts to archive human knowledge. Now, Ashurbanipal wasn't just known as a scholar, but also as a fearless leader. We also see him on massive stone reliefs that would have adorned the walls of palaces, engaging in royal lion hunts, fighting lions up close and personal with either his bare hands or just armed with a simple sword. These were of course symbols of his physical power and strength, but also as his role as a protector of the people. His ruthlessness was just as legendary. In fact, when his own brother Shamash Shumuukin tried to lead an uprising against him, he quickly crushed that rebellion and actually had his brother killed, apparently in a fire, but no one truly knows. Another campaign that he's famously associated with was one against the Elamites in Iran. There was a battle known as the Battle of the Ula River, or the Battle of Tiltuba, which is documented on a very large wall panel, telling us the story from left to right, showing us an elaborate battle scene with colophons telling us exactly what's happening. So in this relief we see Toyman, the Elamite king, and Tamaritu, his son, being surrounded by Assyrian forces. They are essentially both overpowered. And then of course, once they had been slain, their heads were taken back as trophies to King Ashurbanipal. Ashurbanipal, unlike his predecessors, did not lead his army into battle. Instead, he decided to write, study, and collect knowledge across the empire and the land of Mesopotamia. It's actually thanks to this preservation of record keeping that we know so much about Mesopotamian life and scribal schools and literature and all sorts of things. So if he hadn't have done that, maybe a lot of our knowledge on Mesopotamia potentially would have been lost. After Ashurbanipal's death in 631 BCE, things started to politically unravel fairly quickly. And in 612 BCE, Nineveh was sacked by the Babylonians and the Medes, ultimately ending the Assyrian Empire. Although the empire fell, and Ashurbanipal is of course no longer with us, his legacy lives on through his legends and of course through his library. Thank you for watching.